Stand by. My bad, Monica, my bad.
You ask about governors.
I will.
I told you
we are on air.
March.
We're on the air.
In March.
We are on the air. Welcome back to Jeff Kinange Live, right here at Citizen Television. Atwoli, he must be in love. That's why he's speaking like he must be in love.
I'm a stupid lover.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Before the break, I asked you about Mulembe Nation. Mulembe Nation.
Yes.
Today, Wetangula, Mudavadi, and Eugene Wamalwa all met. Yeah. And obviously, they want the president to appoint a committee to investigate the sugar fiasco separately. But you were not included in this Mulembe Nation.
No, those are our political leaders. Most respected political leaders, the three. And, you know, people have had a notion that as an elder, you should also be a political leader. I'm not a political leader of the Luhya Nation. I'm just an advisor and an elder. So
are these people speaking the same language? Are they all in sync?
It doesn't matter. You know what people have mistaken, and this is a creation of the press, that or wherever you read, elusive Luhya unity. Yeah. There is nothing like that, because these are leaders. When they differ, the three have differed. When they come together, they can come together and forge ahead. But the Luhya as a nation, Luhya as a people, they are united.
That's not true. You know why?
It is, of course.
Because these three are united.
Yes.
But then the bullfighter himself, Dr. Bonnie Khalwale, has been throwing stones at former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, saying he was betrayed. Well, so has Wetangula. But Khalwale has vehemently saying he feels betrayed.
He's within his democratic rights to complain. You can complain publicly. You can complain on political issues. You can complain on commercial issues, business. You can complain even on family matters. You are allowed to do that under the sun in our Kenya's constitution. It is within Khalwale's right to complain if he feels uncomfortable. And the politics is dynamic. It's under nobody's control. He can say anything. But what I'm trying to say, to tell you, is whatever he says cannot be attributed to be a Luhya statement.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's free.
Yeah.
Like anybody else at the coast, in Central and so on. But what I'm trying to tell you is the leaders can differ.
Right.
And they have every right to differ.
Yeah.
That does not mean that those differences will divide the led who are the Luhya community. The Luhyas as the Luhya, I can assure you, from Ngolongolo, that is up to Trans Nzoia, up to Busia, from Busia to our border with the Nyanza people, Luhyas are united.
Okay, and
Western people.
What do the Luhyas think right now of the handshake? Do they feel betrayed?
Let me tell you, you know very well that you and me here on this table, we are the mother and the father of the handshake. Here, this table here.
Right here.
Here. If there is anybody who was not talking about it,
yes,
should come here and challenge us.
Yes.
And we say it. And even we say it, they should meet too.
Only.
And if you can remember very well, you asked me whether President Uhuru is watching.
Yes.
Or whether Honorable Raila is watching.
Yes.
I told you it doesn't matter. But if that happened, Kenya will be peaceful. We will restore our lost to glory as far as business.
And this was long before March 9th.
Yeah, it was before. And when it happened?
It happened.
Yeah. There is, me, if you asked me as a labor leader, I'm the happiest person. Because what I want to see, I want to see the business thriving, people doing business freely, and our business community attracting other investors to bring in investment. And not in any investor who can invest in a country where there is a turmoil, where people are yelling machetes all the time, fighting one another. So you remember, we said, and people, you know, they don't want to believe. I told you at that time, people who have a key for peace in this country are only two. That is President Uhuru and Raila Amolo Odinga.
You said that.
And I've told people, don't dismiss Raila at any given time. I've told Kenyans that they don't believe me.
Yeah.
This somebody at the age of 14, he was doing politics. You came into politics another day when this guy is doing politics, and you just want to dismiss him. It is impossible. It is not easy.
Yeah.
It's just like me, I'm telling people I've been working around for 51 years, earning salary, waking up around 3 a.m.
Every day?
Every day. I've never bought a hotel. I've never bought anything big, apart from those small things I have. You look at my...
Your bling.
You think this guy is this way and that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also the same person who said, one day in politics.
It's 100 years. I told you to watch. Yeah?
Yes.
Leave alone that. If you remember what I told you much last year, and you can go back and check.
Yes.
I told you our governors, these governors we have, they will all end in jail. It happened in Nigeria during their first government.
You said that.
I said that. Now, how many governors have appeared before court?
So far?
And sir, I'm told 7 are on the list. They will be appearing soon.
Huh?
I don't know. But I'm being told 7 are on the list.
Governors. Former governors.
Former governors.
And governors.
And governors. What did I tell you? So whatever I have told you, my friend, it has come to pass.
I will get to the governors in a moment. But first, you also said that there's going to be a referendum before the next election. You said that recently.
I told you. We are going to have a referendum if possible 2020.
No.
Listen to me. 2022, isn't it?
Yes, it's the election.
We are going to the elections under new constitution.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you. This issue of whoever wins takes it all, and then machetes are here everywhere. You can't, we people who come from Western Kenya, we cannot be able to access Kisumu Airport.
Yes.
Everywhere. In Nairobi here, there is tension and so on. We must move out of it.
So there will be a referendum.
There will be a referendum. Because those people who want peace in this country are more than those who are opposed to peace. We must have a constitution that is all-inclusive. I will tell you what, Jeff. You know, I stayed in Europe about 3 months in Europe.
Correct.
The European governments were formed based on tribal. Because sometimes they could not agree.
Yes, they were very tribal.
Yeah,
very tribal.
Very tribal. Yeah? That is how those governments are. A Swiss is a Swiss. A Frenchman is a Frenchman with his government.
Yeah.
A German is a German with his government. Yeah? Briton is a Briton with his own government. You see the Irish and what have you.
Yes.
Everybody wants his own government.
Correct.
If you go to Belgium, there is another tribe also wants to have
Flemish.
Yeah, they want their own government.
Yes.
So that is why those governments in the developed world are tribally based governments, because they could not agree to come together and have a big nation. In Kenya, we must have a constitution that addresses our tribal affiliation to politics, because our politics is pegged on our tribes. And we cannot bar our hands and say Kenya is a united nation, whoever wins takes it all.
Right.
And then after that, they declare we have 2 tribes. All jobs will go to these 2 tribes. Where are you leaving the rest of Kenyans and their taxpayers? So this is going, unless if you want to go through a rebirth, which is very painful. We wouldn't like to go through a rebirth like Rwanda and so on, to have a new Kenya and so on. We love this country. This country is good.
Correct.
And you remember I told you last time, even our current president, he means well for this country. Remember I told you.
You did?
Now he's where we wanted him to be. That is where we wanted him to be.
Yes.
Where President Uhuru Kenyatta is.
Right now.
Right now. And he should not move even an inch out of that particular place.
He's lost a lot.
And I have said, and you can quote me.
Yes.
I have said on what he's doing now, even if we come 2022, and he has not accomplished his mission of cleaning this country, we will go to a referendum to give him another 2 or 5 years. Yeah, we will amend the constitution.
So he stays?
Yeah, he stays. It has happened in Rwanda. It has happened in Uganda. It is happening in Burundi. It will not be funny, because we want a clean country, free of impunity, where people respect the rule of law.
What if he doesn't want to stay? What if he's tired? You know, he wants to hang out with his friends, the few he has left.
What about if you say no? It is the people.
We the people?
Yes, we the people. Tell me, if people would have asked you when Kibaki was leaving, let Kibaki go, you would have said no. Because he's the first president to make you people see a flyover road in Nairobi. You see, cleaning those back streets in Keleleshwa and other places. you know, and improving our economy, moving our economy from a -2% non-performing economy to when we went fighting 2007 at 7.1% of our total GDP.
7.1. Yeah. Highest ever.
Highest ever. So if it would have been to the wishes of the people that let's go for a referendum and vote, Kibaki would be still there. So, and we Kenyans must learn to keep good presidents.
By the way, you know he's going to meet 3 world leaders in 1 week, huh? You saw that?
Yes, I saw
Trump,
that.
Theresa May, and Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
All in 1 week.
I'm telling you now, he's a darling of everybody in the world. People who would like to invest here. Let him go on bombarding. Yeah, let him go on arresting people.
Yes. Yes.
Let him go on taming impunity. Undeterred. I've said that. That is what we wanted him to do. But let him clean the country. Because you see, let me tell you, Jeff, Nairobi is an international city. We can't allow Nairobi to be a city of slums, a city of kiosks, a city of matatus. This is the only country that has no organized public transport.
Yeah.
And President Uhuru has proposed NYS to have buses on our streets.
Correct.
So that a CEO of any multinational coming from United States of America can arrive at the Jomo Kenyatta Airport, board a bus to where he's going for a meeting.
The same thing you do in Europe.
Absolutely.
The same thing.
Yeah. So let him do what he's doing. Not only those buildings that are built on foreign land, but he should go further and make sure that even those buildings which are on road reserves, public utilities, are not there.
Did you hear him say the other day he's lost a lot of friends?
Let him lose friends. He would get good friends who are honest, sincere, specific, and good advisors to him, even if they are 3. Yeah. Yeah.
The rest can
When
go.
I took over the Central Organization of Trade Unions, I told them I don't want to lead this organization with friends. I want to lead this organization with serious advisors, not hero worshippers. Yeah.
Which is what he used to have.
And that is not what. And let me tell you, he's a wonderful man. The president has reorganized a team of his advisors. This time, he has the best advisors ever. He has reorganized his team. And if you are with him in the same government, you need also to reorganize the team of your advisors to match him.
So those people who were stealing before, those who were close to him,
no, they are no longer there.
They're not there?
They are no longer there. And even if they are there, they have no say. That's what I know. Because what he's doing, you see, he has lost his friends. Do you think those friends have not tried to look from other, people who are close to influence him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And he has given them a deaf ear.
So you think now his legacy will be solidified?
Fantastic.
Huh?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
When's the last time you spoke to him?
I can't remember very well, but when was this? I think before I went to
Europe.
To Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, unlike other places, he's also busy, he's doing his own thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but me, I don't mind. I don't need to be talking. If I want to talk to him, I would come to the television. I call a press conference. That is how he can hear me. And tell him this is what I have been talking.
Yes.
He can either listen to me, he can hear me, or he doesn't hear me.
Right.
But he would have heard me. His advisor would tell him this is what workers are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if I don't talk to him, I do talk to him.
If he's watching you right now, what do you tell him?
No, he must continue what he's doing. He has now won our hearts. We are supporting him. He has almost everybody behind him. He should feel well without fear of intimidation. And Kenya, put Kenya where Kenya should be. He should restore Kenya to be on an international map, like another country that has leaders who are serious. Yeah.
His colleague.
And what he should do, the other thing he should do, if he's really watching me, he should also reorganize his cabinet.
Oh.
Yeah, because he requires a cabinet that supports him in this endeavor. Yeah, which is 100%, not contradicting him and so on. Or the cabinet that, you have heard what has happened in the sugar industry.
Yes.
Or one of his cabinet ministers who are mentioned in such, sugar and energy. We have a lot of cartels.
Yes.
So he requires to reorganize his cabinet. You need to have clean people.
How many do you think should go? How many CSs should go?
I don't know. If you ask me quietly, I will tell him. Because if I say now, they will start crying, oh, now this guy here is doing this and that.
Yeah.
Some of their brothers and sisters are my members.
Okay.
But he knows them. He should be able, once somebody has been mentioned on anything, he must
go home.
Go home.
Go home.
And also he should follow. Even those people, I liked his statement when he said, even those people who used to authorize those buildings to be built,
yes,
where they were built,
yes,
must be followed.
Correct.
And I admire the two young men, the DCI,
Nuruddin Haji,
and the DPP.
DPP.
I admire them. They will go in our history that we had really serious civil servants who are committed to change this country. And they should continue. They have also, they are admired by Kenyans. And they have that support to Kenyans.
Clearly, you're not worried at all that they're going to be coming after you, Haji or Kinoti. You're not worried they'll be coming after you?
No, me, I know. Yeah, and I said this. I said I've sat on NSSA board for a long time. They should come there and investigate. If I was involved in anything, let me get inside there and clear myself. Yeah.
You have nothing to hide?
Oh, I have nothing to hide. And I've always told you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I used to have, now I have about 21 the native sort of cows, these not cattle.
Yes.
The native ones.
Yes.
Not fresh.
Borana.
No. Yeah. Those the African type.
Okay.
I have those ones. I have now, I can tell you for sure, I have Elder Mama and I have Mary behind me. I have two wives. I have about around 17 or so children.
What?
And I have 74 children who are not my biological children, whom I'm educating. I have 2 cars for myself. Mama drives at home a very old car. I want also, because of the nature of the work my wife Mary is doing, to make sure she has a comfortable car and so on. And now I'm telling you, I'm auditing myself.
Yes.
Auditing me. Are you not writing down?
I'm writing it down, but
so,
I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck at 17 children.
Yeah. Yes.
17.
Yeah.
When do you work?
Why?
When do you work?
Why?
17.
Yes.
I have 1.
But you are terrible. Let me tell you. Today, if you come at my place, my residence place over the weekend,
yes, and
my children came, because most of them are working,
yes,
are adults, led by, I have my elder daughter is a pastor,
yes,
is a reverend of a church, Church of God.
Yeah. SG, you're messing up the cushion, in my bench. Simon.
Let somebody.
Because Pole.
I want to give you the full history, and you audit me. That's why I should not be afraid of DPP coming for me or this eye coming for me. And my doors are always open. And I've been working for 51 years.
But the people,
and the old savings of mine, you remember what happened on that?
Yes.
So I have nothing to hide.
So when people say Atwoli is such a wealthy man, he's so wealthy, what do you tell them? No,
because they don't know about me. And sometimes they also underrate me. They undervalue me. Because somebody was saying, Atwoli has a watch worth $20,000. That is about 2 million almost, isn't it?
Yes.
My watch is not worth that. This is Frank and Muller. Frank Muller. This one you can look at it.
Original.
Original. This cannot be 2 million watch.
No, this is
and it's full gold. So sometimes also they undervalue me. And I have a certificate. This watch, you must have a certificate to be with it.
Otherwise?
It's worth more than 5 million Kenya shillings.
No.
And I paid slowly by slowly. Immediately I was elected at the ILO as an ILO governing body member.
So you're wearing 5 million on your hand?
Absolutely. Full gold. And somebody says on YouTube, this guy's wild. I don't know where they got it, that Amusungu lady, that he's putting on a watch worth 20. They undervalue me.
Okay, all right. Let's come back to reality. You were talking about the president and his fight against corruption, right?
Yes.
When you saw someone like former Nairobi Governor Evans Kidero being arraigned, spending the night in the cells at Integrity Center, What do you think? What went through your mind?
No, they have not done it enough. That is only one person. There are so many whom you are waiting to see them going in. Some I know them.
You know them?
If the people will not be going for them
Yes.
and DCI, I will provide names. I have names of some and what they did and when. So it is not enough. We want to see more people. We want to see more people being arrested.
Yeah.
Those people who used to authorize. You see what NLC, National Land Commission.
Yes, Swazuri.
Yeah, Swazuri.
Yes.
He speaks stuff on television.
Yeah.
And yet, how do you convert a public land into a private land and then you use government money? Where do you get that bravery? Let me tell you, there is nobody who was closer to government and who is still close to government than me.
So if you wanted to steal, you would have?
I would. I was there. I took this position when Moi was the president. When people are allotting themselves government houses, government public utilities, why couldn't I do that? My conscience could not allow me. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I said, I have the support of the government. I have worked well with President Moi. I'm still in Kano up to date. That support alone will enable me work hard and buy what I want from my salary, from my sweat. And that is what I have done.
Not like these thieves.
No. And let me tell you, if you remember 2014, 2014, if you can remember on this bench, I told you, Jeff, I told you, I don't know you are still with K24, what you are, where you are. I told you, the wheels of justice grind slowly.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
And it might not be tomorrow, it might not be today, it might, but eventually they will roll over you. I told you, wheels of justice.
Yes.
You remember that?
They grind
if
very
you
slowly.
understand wheels of justice. So, and there are two things I want you, Jeff. There is no shortcut to riches. And there is no shortcut to political evolution. If today people came here and said, oh, we want Jeff, you are elected, and you are not prepared for it, and you are not a made leader, you will be there for 1 term or 2 terms, you are thrown outside. Gone. You are on Nairobi streets with torn trousers and so on. People, this man was a member of parliament at once. Because you used a shortcut to become a leader. The other thing, there is no shortcut to riches.
Right.
If you use a shortcut to be rich, you will either end up in jail or you will be the worst, poorest person on the earth. That wealth will disappear. Yeah. So work, and you remember I warned you here. I said Kenyans are fond of saying, how do we make money? Here on this bench, you can check. Money is never made. Money is earned after working. I told you here. Yes. So work hard. Work for what you have and you will be proud. Be able to account for what you have. Pay taxes in time.
Correct.
Make sure your car has an insurance on top of it. Respect the rule of law. Be loyal to your system. If you want to complain, come out openly. And you remember I told you 4 things my dad told me. One of them is, Jeff, if you are earning 100,000 shillings, let nobody come and tell you, if you fill this form, you put your ID here, we can change this, you will get 200,000. You will get the money, but you will end up in jail. Don't do that.
Yes.
Try to exercise yourself as per how you can live within that your income. The other second thing I told you, my dad told me, if you enter in any house where people are planning to kill Jeff, don't participate in that meeting. Rush, report to police, or run away. They will kill him, and you will be arrested. You will not be there. And he also, on the same note, on the same breath, he told me, if you are a forthright person, a person with a vision, and you find somebody on top of Mama, don't kill that person.
Say that again.
If you have a vision for what you want to achieve in life,
yes, yes,
let not these small things distract you. Kill somebody on top of Mama.
No.
Because what will happen? You will be put in jail.
Yes.
Your vision will die.
Yes.
On something simple.
So let him carry on.
No, let them get out. If they want to go with the bed and mattresses, let them do. And always remember, in the whole world, women are about 65% of our total population.
Yes, so there's plenty.
There's plenty. Don't kill. The other area, what my the other thing, what my dad told me, yes, Jeff, that you have told me you are a very influential young man, you are in public life, let nobody invite you to plan how to overthrow the government by unconstitutional means. If you enter into a room where people are conniving
and plotting,
yes, walk away. If possible, report to the government. And he reminded me, it is not all agitators in the world who have lived to see the change that they were agitating for. So be very careful.
Number 4?
Number 4, don't fool around with somebody's wife.
Oh.
Those are the 4 things my father told me.
But you know that...
And when I used to see somebody writing on social media, I told her, snatched my wife. I said, what is this? Because me before I get myself involved in a relationship, I must carry out due diligence. I must reach out to the parents and relatives of the young woman.
Did you do this to Mary?
Absolutely.
To the parents?
To the parents.
You reached out?
Absolutely, I reached out.
And they gave you consent?
Absolutely. They said, this is our daughter, nobody has paid dowry for her since she left school. She might have had, she's 34 years old, she might have had boyfriends and so on.
Sure.
She's not a young, but nobody has just come at home and approached us. And she was called. She was asked, are you in love with Franz? Yes. So officially, and the parents are committed Christians. So I cannot fool around with somebody's wife, and I have never done it before. And religiously, I can't do that.
Is she a good cook?
Wonderful. Wonderful. She's an all-round woman.
She's a what?
Caring, all-round woman.
All round, yeah.
Very caring.
I'll take your word for it. Let's take a break, come back.
Jeff?
My train of thought is just... Let's come back and talk some more issues about this country going forward.
Absolutely, I will give you.
Yes?
I have it here.
You have it, right? Because everything that you say or predict comes to
Like
pass.
now, I've told you, we are going to the elections under new constitution. If you want to be a president tomorrow or the other day, try to have good advisors.
Yeah. Okay.
Who will propel you to fit.
Is Raila running in 22?
I can't say for sure, but you know a politician is a politician.
William Ruto, front runner.
William Ruto is a very shrewd leader, but he needs to constitute a team of his advisors. Yeah, because he requires advisors.
Yeah.
It's not a bad boy. What he's doing, he has interest of becoming a president.
Yes.
Anybody who shows the interest of leading is a good leader, but he needs to be helped, according to me.
Hold that thought. Francis Atwoli, he's just calling it like he sees it. Oh, they must be in love, like I keep saying. But you know what? Everything he predicts comes to pass. We're going to take a quick break, come back, plenty more ahead. Keep tweeting. We'll read your tweets and your SMSs and your Facebook posts at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya. Hashtag is JK Live. JK Live takes a break. We'll be back in a moment. And Mulembe Nation,